Here is a question that has been keeping me up at night. If I asked you to describe Katseye in one sentence, not who they are, but what they represent, could you do it? Because I've been trying, and I keep running into the same wall. They're not K-pop. Their company made that very clear. But they trained like K-pop. They perform on M Countdown. They were at Mama. They're global pop. Except, what does that actually mean? Katseye has a Grammy nomination. They're performing at Coachella. They're partnered with Fendi. By every traditional metric, they're succeeding. So why does it feel like something is fundamentally broken? After spending way too many hours analyzing their rollout, their music, and every controversy in between, I realize the problem isn't the members. It is not even the songs. The problem is that HYBE and Geffen built a group with a perfect shell and an empty core. Let's break it down. First, quick context for anyone new to this. Katseye is a 6-member girl group formed through Dream Academy, a survival show by HYBE and Geffen Records. The members are Sophia, Manon, Daniela, Lara, Megan, and Yoon. Representing Filipino, Swiss, Ghanaian, Venezuelan, Cuban, Indian, Sri Lankan, Singaporean, and Korean backgrounds. They debuted in June 2024 with a sweet feminine concept called Soft is Strong. Then came 2025. Garly dropped. The concept shifted hard, risk choreography. Controversial lyrics, polarizing reception, then Internet Girl, a song seemingly designed to be clipped and memed rather than listened to. In less than a year, Katseye has had 3 completely different identities. And that is where the problem begins. Katseye doesn't have a branding problem in the traditional sense. They have what I call brand void syndrome. Most failed groups have weak branding, cheap visuals, inconsistent messaging. Katseye has the opposite. Their aesthetics are expensive. The visual identity is clean, modern, premium. From a graphic design perspective, Katseye looks like a billion-dollar brand. But here is what is missing: emotional architecture. Think about the brands you actually love. Apple, think different. Nike, just do it. BTS, love yourself. These aren't slogans, they're emotional truths that guide every decision. What is Katseye's emotional truth? Soft is strong. Abandoned after 1 EP. Beautiful chaos, that is an aesthetic, not a truth. Global pop. That is a category, not an identity. I did an exercise. I went through every Katseye release and asked, what emotional truth is this reinforcing? Debut and touch, young love, sweetness, femininity, Carly, chaos, unpredictability, edge, internet girl, meme culture, irony, virality. These aren't variations on a theme. They're 3 completely different emotional territories. It is like if Apple released the iPhone, then a pickup truck, then a line of organic smoothies. Each might be fine alone, together, they mean nothing. And without a brand essence, you can't guide decisions. You are just reacting, chasing trends, throwing things at the wall. A brand without essence is like a body without a heartbeat. It can look alive, but nothing is pumping blood to the extremities. Now, let's talk about the global pop problem. HYBE and Geffen have been clear, Katseye is not K-pop. But when you reject a category, you don't just remove constraints, you remove instructions. K-pop has rules. Fans know the content schedule, the engagement tactics, how to support their group. When you say, we're K-pop, you are giving fans a roadmap. Katseye said, we're not K-pop. Okay, so what is the roadmap now? Here is the deeper issue. There are 2 dominant models of fandom economics. The K-pop model, high engagement, high investment, fans buy multiple albums, stream strategically, vote in polls. They spend hundreds of dollars per year. In return, they expect constant content and parasocial intimacy. The Western pop model, lower engagement, broader reach. Fans listen on Spotify, maybe buy concert tickets. They spend $50 -100 per year. In return, they expect artistic authenticity and genuine creative vision. These models are economically incompatible. Katseye is trying to do both, multiple album versions with photo cards, K-pop model, but marketed as global pop, Western model, behind-the-scenes content and fan meetings, K-pop model, but members clapping back on social media, Western model. The result? They're not maximizing either. K-pop fans don't invest fully because they're told Katseye isn't K-pop. Western fans feel overwhelmed by the content cadence in multiple versions. They're performing at B+ level in 2 markets instead of a plus level in 1. And in this industry, you don't build empires by being pretty good in both. You dominate one first, then expand. You can't harvest 2 fields with 1 tractor. Katseye is driving in circles between them, and both crops are withering. Now here is something that has been bugging me since day 1. Can you name 1 Katseye member and tell me exactly why they matter to the group's story? Not just, she is talented, what is her narrative function? What makes her irreplaceable? In traditional K-pop, this is clear. Even casual fans can identify the visual center, the leader, the mood maker. These roles are emotional anchors. With Katseye, the branding feels egalitarian. Everyone is talented. Everyone is pretty. Everyone is the same. I get why they did this. They wanted to avoid toxic ranking culture. But cohesion without contrast weakens memorability. When you watch a Katseye performance, who catches your eye? When you rate an interview, whose personality sticks? If you are a casual viewer, the answer is probably, I am not sure. Because fandom-driven brands run on specificity. Fans don't attach to groups, they attach to individuals within groups. Then that love spreads. Right now. Katseye has 6 talented people with no clear mythology around any of them. Dream Academy sold us on individual journeys. Sophia's family sacrifices, Manon's multicultural identity, Lara's heritage. But in the actual group, those stories have been flattened. The members fans voted for, based on personality, are now interchangeable performers of whatever concept the company decides that quarter. Dream Academy asked fans to invest in 6 individual stories. Katseye delivered one generic product. That is not evolution. It is bait and switch. Let's talk about the music strategy, because this is where the confusion becomes impossible to ignore. Katseye's trajectory, sweet feminine pop, then provocative chaos, then meme bait. 3 completely different directions in under a year. Compare this to successful groups. Blackpink, always the girls who run the world. New Jeans, effortlessly cool. These identities were established early and reinforced consistently. So why is Katseye jumping around? I think I know. Garly was polarizing, and it worked. It went viral, it charted, it got attention. So HYBE and Geffen learned that controversy generates clicks, that polarizing content gets discussed. Now we have Internet Girl, a song that takes Gnarly's most controversial aspects and pushes further, with less substance. 1 viral moment is experimentation, 2 in a row is a pattern, 3 becomes an identity. And here is what concerns me from a production standpoint. I tracked Katseye's music across releases. Vocal distinctiveness decreases with each song. Processing increases. By Internet Girl, the voices are essentially instruments, not individual performances. This isn't accidental. When vocals are homogenized, the group becomes controversy-proof. Any member can be replaced, but artistry is sacrificed for risk mitigation. These women can sing, we saw it in Dream Academy. But the official releases hide those abilities behind walls of processing. It is like hiring Olympic swimmers and making them compete in kiddie pools. Katseye's producers aren't showcasing artists. They're manufacturing audio wallpaper. Pleasant, forgettable, and infinitely replaceable. I need to point the finger directly at HYBE and Geffen, because the members aren't making these decisions. If you were building a girl group, would you put a minor in suggestive choreography and not adjust when fans complained? Release controversial lyrics and then do the exact same thing when it worked. Have members who can clearly sing and give them songs that hide those talents. Every one of these is a strategic choice made by executives who never face public backlash. The members pay the price. When the Garly controversy happened, HYBE stayed silent. When fans complained about age appropriateness, nothing changed. This isn't artist development. This is content farming. The goal isn't building Katseye into a sustainable group with devoted fans. It is maximizing short-term engagement. Go viral, get clicks, keep the name circulating. And here is what confirms this. Reports are circulating that HYBE and Geffen are already planning another girl group, possibly featuring Dream Academy trainees who didn't make Katseye. While Katseye deals with hate, controversy, and identity crisis, the company is already building their replacement. The cruelest part isn't the mistakes. It is that the members are working harder than ever to prove themselves. And the company keeps giving them material that makes that impossible. I've spent this video diagnosing problems. Let me propose solutions. Step 1, pick a lane. Stop trying to be K-pop adjacent while denying you are K-pop. Stop trying to be Western pop while using K-pop systems. Either embrace K-pop infrastructure fully, the fan culture, the content schedule, the label, or commit to Western pop, reduce content cadence. Focus on album cycles, accept different engagement patterns. Either works, neither is happening now. Step 2. Establish member roles publicly within 90 days. Create content that clearly establishes who is the vocal anchor, who is the performance center, who is the variety star. This isn't about hierarchy. It is about giving fans entry points, reasons to choose a bias and invest. Step 3, develop a brand essence and commit for 2 years. Soft is Strong was actually good. It had emotional resonance. It was differentiated. They should have kept it. Pick one emotional truth and make every release a variation on that theme. Step 4, showcase vocal talent. The processing needs to stop. Give Lara a power ballad. Give Daniela an emotional bridge. Let their abilities be the selling point. Step 5, slow down. Take 6 months between EPS. Let each era breathe. Let fans miss you. Scarcity creates value. Oversaturation creates fatigue. Will any of this happen? The incentive structures at HYBE and Geffen don't reward long-term brand building. They reward quarterly metrics, but maybe if enough people share these ideas, someone will realize sustainable success requires more than going viral. The path forward isn't complicated. It just requires something rare in the modern music industry: patience. So here is where we are. Katseye has a brand void, an economic paradox, and a company that prioritizes clicks over artistry. They're not K-pop, they're not Western pop, they're not consistently anything. They're a beautiful question mark. Expensive, polished, and increasingly confusing. And the members are the ones dealing with consequences they didn't create. They deserve better. The fans who believe in them deserve better. This isn't about hating Katseye. It is about wanting them to succeed and recognizing that what is happening now isn't setting them up for that. So let me know in the comments. Do you think Katseye can turn this around? What would a clear identity look like for them? And do you think the company even wants to fix this? If you are new here, I make videos breaking down music industry strategy and the business behind entertainment. Subscribe if you want more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.